All right, we're live. Welcome, everybody. My name is Shalom Yam, and we are here with the the Street Smarts Junior Board, and I'm your host today. Today, we're going to talk about Black History Month that the Junior Board is doing. So, why don't I invite all of our panelists today? We have Michael, Raheem, Jacob, Parker, Preston, and Emily. So, why don't you all introduce yourselves to our audience?
Is it going to start with me?
Yes, Michael.
Okay. Well, hi, everyone. My name is Michael Campbell. I am the founder and CEO of the Street Smarts. Street Smarts we are a nonprofit. We were started in 2016, and we started off with a class of 5. And this year, I'm currently working with about 50 students. We're divided up into accounting and finance. And I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit later about my involvement in the Black History Month. So thank you, everybody. And you guys are going to enjoy this presentation.
All right, let's have Raheem.
Yeah, hi, everyone. My name is Raheem. I go to San Francisco State University. I'm a finance major. And then, my role in the TSS, I'm on the junior board as well as a project manager for Finance Academy. I'm happy to be here and happy to be doing this LinkedIn Live presentation with everyone.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Jacob. I go to Holt International Business School, finance major at TSS. I am a project manager and currently the lead project manager for this project.
Hi, everyone. My name is Parker Wilson. I'm a second-year university student at Mississippi College. I'm a finance major studying finance. I'm a project manager here at TSS, and I'm so happy to say that. Get to work with these great people every single day, and so excited for this program now that we've all been working really, really hard on. So.
Hello, I'm Preston Chan. I go to Diablo Valley College, and I'm a math major. Within the junior board, I am the vice president of operations, and my role within this org is just mainly organizing and seeing how things go. It's really nice to meet all of you.
I guess I'm next, and best for last, right? Hi, I'm Emily Sham. I am a communications major at Diablo Valley College, and at TSS, I'm one of the VPs of communications. What my job entails is just some marketing work, some graphic design, a little this, a little that, but mainly like marketing, I would say. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the introduction. So why don't we just dive into our topic today, which is Black History Month. So what is it exactly, Michael? Can you tell us a little bit about how you came up with the idea and what made you do it?
Sure. Thank you for that, Shalom. Well, I was thinking that we needed a campaign at the Street Smarts to actually celebrate what I'm going to call Black excellence. And there are a lot of African Americans that have done great things in finance and accounting and business.
Right.
And I was just trying to figure out a way to really honor them. Mm-hmm. And so I came up with some ideas. Raheem and I brainstormed them. I got them all down on Zoom. And then the rest is history because Jacob and his team have just taken this way further than what I thought I could do on my own. So I am just extremely proud of this entire team. And you guys are in store for a really good month. And then I'm going to share with you guys at the end, we've added a, a GoFundMe for this month. So Shalom, is that enough for you?
That's more than enough. So yeah, I know, agreeing with what you just said. I know we start playing this in end of 2020, and then you were on the Zoom with Raheem, and you guys were just chatting about all these ideas, these great ideas that you had. And then later on, you brought Jacob onto the team as well. So Jacob, I have a question for you. So what are some approaches that you did to ensure that the program is successful?
Yes, Shalom. I agree. This project has a lot of different moving parts. And so as a project manager, I saw an opportunity to, well, one, create a well-rounded team that will be able to execute that vision. Some of the approaches we've taken so far include having weekly meetings. They're fun weekly meetings. In those weekly meetings, we assign different tasks, no matter how small they are. We often assign tasks to every individual to make sure that everyone is involved as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Great approach that we've taken is constantly following up with every member of the team, getting their feedback and providing as much support as I can.
Got it. Thank you, Jacob. So going back to, the beginning that we were talking about, there's a lot of ideas going around, right? So, and I know, Brahim, you're the one who got all of the ideas together, right? So how did you pick which one is the right idea to proceed with this project? Because it's such a big project.
Yeah, of course. So first, we fostered a good team environment. With the help of Jacob, we're able to also have members pose different ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And through an open team dialogue, we were able to see the pros as well as the cons of every idea. And lastly, we were able to, by finding those pros and cons, we were able to kind of see what was viable within the time of Black History Month,
Mm-hmm.
as well as what would help us articulate the vision that we were trying to envision in this project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Brahim. So I know we talked a lot about, Black History Month and then picking the right team and not, but, what is included in it, right? Like what are we going to do in this February? So Parker, why don't you tell us a little bit about, what we have planned, what we have in store for our audience, our scholars, and everybody who's watching it live?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, this program is really, really exciting for me. Like, Jacob and Brahim both talked about the very, coming up with the idea and seeing it, even progress this far is just so exciting. Expect great content. I mean, that's like the biggest thing is the content. Each week we'll be releasing what we like to call Black History Month bios or bio cards. Black in Business is the idea Shalom came up and the marketing team came up with. Where we'll basically be talking about, we'll basically be sharing historical figures who are very, very important to the culture, who've helped push this all forward in society, as well as highlighting the present, the present people who have also continuing the legacy and also doing really great things. Also want to highlight a Spotify playlist, which is pretty cool, where it has is very, very diverse, all the way back from Negro spirituals to some modern stuff that you might hear on the radio today. And then lastly, our live events. There's more, just like this to come. We'll be having like trivia, before the actual interview like setups where we'll be highlighting really important themes of diversity and inclusion being one of the events, and then the leaders of tomorrow. We call the second event, which kind of highlights, what's being done and who are going to be the ones to help push us forward. And all of that, again, is going to be hosted by a panel similar to this, a similar format, and with a really, really important special guest during each event. So it's really exciting, really great things coming. And I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Thank you, Parker. Out of everything that you just said, I'm really interested about the playlist. I'm a big fan of listening to music. I can't live without music. So that's one thing that I'm really excited about. So what about you? I'm curious.
Yeah, wow. I mean, like it's just really so much going on. Is moving around. Man, I have to say, really, probably the special guest. I don't want to talk too deeply about it because we kind of want to keep that a surprise. But I'm really happy about the names we have and all the great value to the conversation they're going to bring. So really excited about that.
Great. So from your point of view, it seems like there's a lot of moving part, right? So how do you stay organized? Because it's such a great team. I mean, even with 6 of us being here, it's not really the whole team that are working on this project. So how do you guys stay organized?
Yeah, I mean, this is really even just a small part of the team, a small part of, who's been helping to really push this project. I contribute all the success to you guys, all the success to the team itself. Jacob and Brahim helping me, keep me accountable, delegating me certain assignments and certain projects that we have to get done within the program. And really just focusing on that and knowing I can always reach out to Emily. I can always reach out to a member of the team, and they'll be there to support as well. So, it's really a team effort.
Got it. And I also know that we have our program team, and Preston is on the team. He mainly focuses on, putting all the logistics around in this project and making sure that we're moving on the right track. So, Preston, I'm interested. What are some, because you were the project you were the program. You've managed programs in the past, and how is it different from all of the other projects that you've managed in the past, and what it means for you to be on this really diverse team?
So I think what's really special about this project in particular is that we had a very lively group of people with a bunch of great ideas. Wow. And along January, running through the end of February, I didn't want to lose any of those ideas along the way. So that was mine and some other people's responsibilities of just making sure nothing fell through the cracks. And as for what we're doing, for a group of diverse people like us working on bringing more awareness and celebrating the iconic period of Black History Month and Black excellence, I think that's something very special in itself.
I agree with you. I agree. Yeah, this is a really special time, and I'm very happy that we're doing this, and I'm very happy to be on this team. But then I feel like we're missing something in this everything that we just talked about, which is the marketing team. I forgot to introduce myself in the beginning, but I am part of the marketing team. I'm the VP of communications. Just to give you a little background, when we just introduced to this project, we were talking about it on Zoom, and we meet every day. We meet one day in a week. It's like a 30 minutes weekly meeting with this marketing team. But then when we first introduced to this project, we were all really excited about it. The conversation lasted for almost like an hour long, and I had to end them because they're so excited about, what color to put on the flyer, what color scheme we're going to use, what are some figures that we can use for this project. So, Emily, why don't you tell us about, what's your part in this project, and what do you enjoy the most out of working on this project?
Yeah, totally. So honestly, the Black History Month project has been one of my favorites to work on throughout my time at TSS. There's a lot of creative work that goes on behind the scenes. And like Shalom said, the marketing team all works very closely to create a lot of the designs, the marketing materials. And it's to reiterate on some of what she said, we meet once a week. And while they're supposed to be 30-minute meetings max, we end up going on and on for hours discussing some of a lot of the creative work. I mean, a lot of the graphics that we're designing together. And it's really great bonding time to work on a project so closely. Some of the stuff that we're working on is also a t-shirt design that we'll talk a bit more in a second that we all like to work on together. And we have some of these beautiful graphics that someone on the team really was dedicated to making, and we're so excited to show those in the near future. But it's been a lot of creative and design and marketing material work. So a lot of good work together.
Great. Thank you, Emily. So Parker mentioned earlier that we came up with the idea of Black in Business campaign name, right? So why don't you tell us a little bit about how that was created and why we're using that name?
Oh, do you want me to take this one?
Oh, that's all good. I think
Emily.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Something came up real quick. Could you reiterate the question?
You're good. You're good. I was just asking about how we came up with the name of Black in Business for this campaign.
Oh, I remember that. Honestly, there was such a stream of brainstorming and creative. The brainstorming for this project was so fun for all of us. I remember being in like not just in like group chats, but in live brainstorming feeds. And I remember that like during some of these like live brainstorm feeds, brainstorming sessions, I should call them, so many great ideas would be popping up in and out of the place and be so hard to like pick and choose. And and Black in Business was one of those great ideas. I forgot who had it actually. It kind of all melted together, but I think it was someone on the marketing team, but correct me if I'm wrong. We all seemed to just flood the knives with great ideas.
Great. Thank you so much, everybody. Now we just gave you guys a little preview of what's going to happen in this whole month. So stay tuned. Now I'm going to turn it back to Michael. Why don't you take this part away?
All right. Okay, here. Let me get myself here in the room. Okay. I want to share with everyone, we've added an overlay to this, and we're working with GoFundMe charity, and we were able to get a GoFundMe page. And, you know, we have been around now for about 5 years. It'll be 5 years in June. I can't believe it's been going on that long. But we have grown so much, and we really do need to get the support of our community to help us with where we're going in 2021. We have some really strategic partnerships coming up that will increase the breadth and width of what we're doing. So that's why we're doing this campaign. We'll be involved in some other things, but we really do want to, bottom line is we need to raise some money. So what I want to tell you guys, and I'm actually going to show you guys, is where you can actually find where to go for our, let me share this. Okay. So I'm sure a lot of you all have been to our website, but if you haven't, this was an outing that we did pre-COVID, where we went to LinkedIn, and you'll see some of the folks that are actually on this call. There's Raheem, there's Jacob, there's me hiding over there. As you can see, these are some of our sponsors that we've had over the last couple of years. But then you get down to this portion, and it basically says support the Street Smarts GoFundMe charity. And I'm going to click on that in just a second, but some of you may not know some of the original folks. This picture was taken outside of Kingsford Capital. They're in Point Richmond. This is Leon. He's getting his master's in accounting right now. Oh my goodness, I totally blanked on this young man's name. I'll come back to it in a second. This is Ben Consoli, who actually did a project for us during the finance. This is Cameron O'Donnell. And this is Rio Miller, Bryant Monroe. And they've all graduated from college now, and they're 1, 2, 3, 4 are actually doing business at, you know, what they wanted to do. He is in grad school, and this young man has his own company that he started. Okay, so I'm sure you guys know about our mission. The TSS provides a unique conduit for qualified, ambitious, and underrepresented young professionals. Okay, now we had mentioned earlier about the work that was done by our extremely talented marketing team, but this is like a preview. I'm not going to give you the names, but this is some of the previews of some of the figures that will be highlighted over the next 4 weeks, okay? And underneath here, it says Celebrate Black History Month. So what this is going to do, it's going to take you to our LinkedIn site, and this is going to be our base for all of our videos, including this one. You may have seen this. This is another show that we're going to be producing with Paris and with Solar. And then this is where there'll be all the information about the campaign. Will be showing up there. So what I want to do is I want to show you our GoFundMe page. So these are both hyperlinks, so you can click here. And it's going to take you to our GoFundMe. And I believe this is typical of what we do. It's Zoom meetings. And I believe this was our last junior board meeting. And I should probably tell you the junior board has gone from originally 2 or 3 people to, I think the junior board is darn near 16, 17 folks. So when you're on this page, there's our main image. These are just some of the images of things that we've done. Let's see, yeah. These were our very first accounting interns, and they've all accepted offers at Price Waterhouse. Okay, so this is how you can support us. Okay, you'll go over here and you'll click the donate button, which I will in a second, and it will take you to the donate page where you can, enter in your information. You can also share this on Facebook and also on Twitter. And what I've asked my team to do is to get a list of folks that they want to send out this link to. And so you hit share, and then you can copy the campaign link, and then you can send them to this page. So what this is, and I'm actually going to read this because it took me a while to do this, but I really like this. And thank you, Jacob, for helping me. The Street Smarts has been a part of the solution to the lack of diversity and inclusion in the finance and accounting fields since 2016. Our founder and CEO, Michael Campbell, was inspired by his son, Kari, who interned for 2 summers at Kingsford Capital under the tutelage of Managing Director Mike Wilkins. TSS has grown from serving 5 initial scholars in 2017 to over 50 in 2021. What we do is TSS provides a unique conduit for qualified, ambitious, and underrepresented young professionals to discover career opportunities available in finance and accounting. And these are just down here, are just some of the places where our interns have been or will be going very soon. But Deloitte, Goldman Sachs, Kingsford Capital, CalPERS, PIMCO, which is where Parker's going to be, Quicken Loans, Luca Capital, John Deere, PwC, and Ernst & Young. So if you click on the donate button, it'll take you here and you can put in your information. I'm not going to go through all that, but you can put your information in there. So I'm going to get out of there and I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to bring everybody else back in because I'm sure they may have some closing. Let's see here. Closing. Okay, we're all back. So, Shalom, is there anything else that you would like to say? I can just say I'm so proud of you all and the things that you've done. And I should probably say what's even more unique about this is that Parker and Emily, we've never physically met. We've done all this stuff online, but I feel like they're part of my family. So this has been one of the unique things about the Street Smarts, and I think this is what we offer that no other organization offers, and that's we really do care about each other. I know it sounds kind of sappy, but we really do care about each other and what we're doing, and these folks give 150%, and I'm just so proud of them. And I know we're going to have a couple of graduates here pretty soon, but they're going to go off to big and better things. But you guys, this upcoming week is going to be amazing. I've seen the marketing materials. I don't want to give it away, but it's going to be something that we're going to be proud of and something that we're going to do on a yearly basis. So that is enough for me. I'm going to kick it back to our hostess. Shalom, thank you for putting together this group and producing, because it's a lot more than maybe what it really seems like. But I'm done. It's on you, Shalom.
I realized I was muted, sorry. But thank you so much, Michael. I'm really happy that I'm able to be on this team and working with each other. Like Michael just said, you know, we do care about each other. And that's true. Like Parker, I've never met you. Jacob, I've never met you in person, and Brahim as well. But we work in such a great team, and we're able to, you know, from the scratch, and then we bring something up to the table. And that's something that I'm really proud of as well. And I'm really excited with what's going to be coming in this February. You know, we have our trivia, our LinkedIn Live with diverse leaders, and we have our playlist, our Black in Business campaign to celebrate Black excellence. So that's something that I'm really excited about. Thank you guys so much. So like what Michael just showed you guys, if you guys want to support, you can go onto our website and follow us on LinkedIn. We are at The Street Smarts. And we also are active on Instagram as well, Facebook.
Hey, Shalom. Is
Yes.
the marketing team going to put links on Instagram so they can find the GoFundMe page?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I'll make sure it goes up.
That'll be done?
Yeah, it'll be taken care of by the marketing
Okay,
team.
I can check on the marketing team. But see, they're on top of it. They are.
No, so does everybody else, like operation team, program team, you know, everybody's doing really well. I'm really so that concludes with our LinkedIn Live. Anybody has anything that wants to add?
Jacob, I know you got something, man. You've been doing a fantastic job, dude. Got something to say?
I'm just grateful to be part of this team. That's all.
Okay. Parker, you got anything? No? Brahim, I know you got something to say.
I'm just excited to see how the content getting posted and, you know, when it goes out to everyone on LinkedIn.
Okay, so we will be putting a copy of this or sharing this to the Street Smarts page, but I'm the one that has the Go Live account, so it's also available if you just come to my page. But broadcasts, a lot of the broadcasts from here on in are going to be done by the junior board. And if you can, please follow us on LinkedIn, because we're about 500 followers. We need another 500 followers. And then this is no longer going to be on my site. It's going to be on the junior board. And I can just imagine what these guys are going to do when they have their own channel. So with that, everyone, peace out.
Happy Saturday.
We look forward to Black History Month. Have a good one.